Hello students, in previous class I have explained to you about, I started with phylum Coelenterata. Phylum Coelenterata is also called as Cnidaria, and I have explained to you many of the general characteristics I was explaining you. I have explained already about the habit and the habitat. So Cnidarians are all aquatic, means Coelenterates are also aquatic. Most of them are marine and very few are freshwater here also. They are either solitary, okay, means single, maybe in the colonies, colonial. They may be sedentary or sessile, means either fixed to the substratum, or free living or free swimming like jellyfish, I told you. Level of organization, here it is tissue level of organization. Body plan, it is mainly blind sac body plan will be present. Then coming to the germinal layers, body, let me explain first about the germinal layers, where diploblastic I told you. Okay, germinal layer is diploblastic, outer ectoderm, inner endoderm, and middle there is a mesoglea. Regarding the body wall, I have explained to you about the diagram. That diagram will not be asked in examination, but to make you understand, I have done one diagram over there. So outer layer forms the epidermis, inner layer forms the gastrodermis, and in between there will be mesoglea. Okay, and it encloses a cavity. So body wall is present, and this mainly the Coelentrates encloses the cavity called as gastrovascular cavity, or we also call it as a coelenteron. That's why the name is Coelenterata. Next, I have explained to you about the symmetry. Symmetry mainly it is having radial type of the symmetry. Exception also I have told you. Coelom, they are acoelomates. Okay, coelom, they are acoelomates. Now body form I told you they exhibit in the two forms, polyp and medusa. Okay, they exhibit in the two forms, polyp and medusa. So some of these Coelentrates either they will be present in the polyp form. For example, I told you Hydra. Okay, Hydra, Adensia means mainly it is called as a sea anemone. Sea anemone, which is also given in the NCERT book. Later on we are going to study about the example. So sea anemone. Okay, so they will be exhibit in polyp form only. Polyp form polyp idre enantirtade, mainly the tentacles upwards irtava, and mouth remember hypostome. Hypo andre below, stoma andre mouth. So mouth andre it is only having a one single opening, mouth is below like this. Okay, it will be present in that is in the hypostome. Tentacles will be upwards. In medusa, mainly it is umbrella shaped. Free living irtava, marginal tentacles irtade anta helide nimga, marginal tentacles irtade, mouth hanging irtade, illela oral arms irtave, marginal tentacles will be present. Where there is a medusa form, they are mainly sexually reproducing animals, where there is a polyp form, there are sexually reproductive animals. Because some form of the Cnidarians they exhibit the polyp form, some form they exhibit in the medusa form. In some forms, in other animals you can say, there is an alternation. That means in one generation, they are mainly producing asexually polyp and sexually medusa. Okay, so what I told you, there will be alternation of generation. Alternation of generation, where in one life cycle, they reproduces asexually polyp and sexually medusa. Such an alternation of generation is called as this phenomenon is called as metagenesis. For example, Obelia. So in Obelia, it is commonly called as a sea fir. We will see there will be polyp form will be present, and there will be, when there is a polyp, both actually will be there, medusa and the polyp. When I am explaining you about the examples, I will tell you about that clearly. So there will be polyp form also, and this when there is a polyp form, it will reproduces asexually. During that, it will produces. When there is a polyp form, in the next generation, it is responsible for formation of the gametes. So there will be union of the gametes and formation of a mainly the individual. So where in one generation there is a asexual reproduction, in another generation there will be sexual reproduction. So such an alternation of generation is seen in a single animal. So that's why it is that process or the phenomenon is called as metagenesis. You will be asked 1 mark question also, what is metagenesis? I think you must have understood about this. Body form ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಪಾಲಿಪ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೆಡುಸಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವು ಪಾಲಿಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಾಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾವ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಈ ತರಾನೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಆಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಶೇಪ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡುಸಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆನಿಮಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒನ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪಾಲಿಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಅಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದಟ್ ಫಿನಾಮಿನನ್ಗೆ ಮೆಟಾಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, next let me explain about the appendages. I told you appendages andre irtave illi as such legs gigs enirangilla, but it mainly presence of tentacles. The presence of tentacles will be there, and this tentacles will be having a very important, what is present, cnidoblast cells. It's a very important characteristics of mainly the coelenterids. So these cnidoblast cells have a stinging apparatus, or as Aragonelli we call it as a nematocyte. Okay, nematocyst or a nematocyte, which is a stinging organelle or an apparatus which is present in them. I have explained to you how it discharges and everything. So mainly the tentacles possesses cnidoblast. Okay, till this I have explained to you in the previous class. Let me explain today about the skeleton. Okay, now the skeleton here in the form of exoskeleton irtade. Okay, exoskeleton which is secreted by exoskeleton. It is secreted by the animal itself. It may be endoskeleton also, which is a calcareous. Exo and endoskeleton. Okay, secreted by the animal itself. And this particularly the skeleton, it will be calcareous. Calcareous, ಅಂದ್ರೆ made up of calcium carbonate. You, for example, corals. I think you all have studied in your geography about mainly the great Australian coral reef. You must have studied great coral reef which is present in mainly the barrier reef. Great Barrier Reef. You must have studied about. So this corals means there will be a long colonial forms and can only occupy around 2,100 kilometers also. Okay, that much area it can occupy, and these corals will be present in the sea. Okay, at the bottom they are sedentary forms and they form their own colonies, and huge colonies especially, and that's why this all are attached with each other. That is because of the calcium carbonate, and this calcium carbonate is secreted by the animal itself. Okay, so skeleton, it will be exoskeleton or endoskeleton. Red coral ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. It is precious also, which is used in the ornaments. ಹವಳ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಳಗೆ. So ಹವಳ ಅದು ಸುದಕ್ಕೆ one type of coral. Next, coming to the digestion, very important, digestion in the coelenterids. Okay, as there is a blind sac body plan andre incomplete digestive system irtade illi. But how the digestion takes place, yesterday I have explained to you a diagram where the gastro body wall is present over here. Illi body wall cells irtava anta helide nimga. Illi mesoglia irtade, illi gastrodermis irtade, right? This is the gastrodermis, inner layer, and I told you how the digestion takes place over here. As it mainly engulfs the prey, its tentacles will catch the prey, it will enter into the gastrovascular cavity. This is the body wall. Once the prey enters into the gastrovascular cavity, here the glandular cells will be also present, and these glandular cells will secrete what? Releases enzymes. Suppose this is a prey with a cavity adanti kodri, in the prey ada, so it releases the enzymes on the prey and partially digests it. Such a prey, okay, that means yella agಲಿಕ್ಕೆ digestion cell ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, when the digestion is taking place outside the cell, what we call extracellular digestion. Extracellular digestion, where it is taking place inside this gastrovascular cavity. ಈ gastrovascular cavity ಒಳಗಡೆ digestion ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, partial digestion. Then partially digested food is taken up by the pseudopodia like a structure of this endoepitheliomuscular cells. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಸ್ ವೆಸಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಒಳಗೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪೋರ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್, ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಥ್ರೋನ್ in the gastrovascular cavity only. And due to the flagellar movement of this endoepitheliomuscular cells, it is circulated all over the body. Okay, so inside the cell also the digestion is taking place partially. Hence digestion is both intracellular as well as extracellular. Okay, intracellular and extracellular digestion. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Digestive system as such ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, mouth is present on the hypost mouth, so called mouth we call because it is a single pore which acts as a both mouth as well as the anus. Then I told you that digestion how it occurs, both intra and extracellular type of digestion. Now coming to the respiration, there is also no any specialized respiratory organ. It occurs through the body surface. Gaseous exchange will occur through body surface. Body surface ಇಂದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದೇನು specialized respiratory organ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Next coming to the excretion, these are also aquatic. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, like a poriferans, they also releases ammonia. Okay, they also releases ammonia by simple diffusion. Okay, simple diffusion ಇಂದ ammonia ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, diffusion ಇಂದ ammonia ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. Okay, hence what we call such animals as amniotic. So how the excretion occurs in coelentrates? Through surface diffusion ಅಥವಾ simple diffusion ಅನ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ? ammonia, because they are aquatic. Okay, so hence what we call such animals as amniotic. Okay, next coming to the sensation, very important over here. E phylum in the sulfa because there are primitive nerve cells are present, so there is a presence of sensation. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ ಸೆನ್ಸರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay, here there is a sensory cells are also present. So sensation can be analyzed by coelentrates. So there will be presence of a statocyst ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Statocyst for balancing of the body. In coelentrates, the statocyst is also present. Nervous system ಏನನ್ನೋದು sensation and nervous system talking about. There is a presence of primitive nerve cells which are apolar. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ nerve net ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. Okay, on the mesoglea there will be a nerve net. It is a non-cellular. ಬರೀ ಇಲ್ಲಿ network will be present on this. It is not secreted. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ cells ಇಲ್ಲಂಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ nerve net ಗತೆ formation ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Network of the nerve cells. Okay, and these cells are very primitive. ಯಾಕೆ primitive ಅಂದ್ರೆ it can mainly ಎರಡು direction ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, impulse can be carried in both the direction, received both the direction and also transmitted in both the direction. ಆ ತರ nerve cells primitive nerve cell ಗೆ ಅಪೋಲಾರ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ nerve cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇವನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, primitive type of the nerve cells first time is seen in the coelentrates. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಟಿವ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Because porifera ಒಳಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ there is no sensation, but coelentrata ಒಳಗೆ sensation ಮತ್ತೆ primitive nerve cells are observed. Okay, next now coming to the reproduction. Okay, let me explain. Now let me explain you about the reproduction. Reproduction in coelentrate occurs in both ways again, asexual as well as sexual type of reproduction. Okay, so reproduction in coelentrates occurs in both ways, both asexually and sexually they will reproduce. Asexual means here also fragmentation, budding. Okay, budding. So here you must have seen about the hydra. Okay, here there will be a small bud. It will get detached from here and will form into a new hydra. Okay, so that way there will be budding. Regarding this particular animal characteristics, you will study in the practical hours. Here we are studying only the general characteristics. Okay, but with some examples so that you can understand. Let's say I have taken a hydra as an example. Now asexual reproduction occurs by fragmentation, budding. and even here there will be, here there is a high power of regeneration. Okay, high power of regeneration is also seen in the ciliates. Okay. Now coming to the sexual type of reproduction, here the animals will be either both type. You can see the monoecious form also. Monoecious no sittagandre ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ hermaphrodite form ಇರ್ತವೆ and dioecious also. Dioecious ಅಂದ್ರೆ mainly they are unisexual. Dioecious means unisexual. Separate sexes are also seen. Yelli sexual reproduction ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, here the separate gametes will be formed. Okay, gamete release ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. So there will be dioecious forms are also seen and even the monoecious forms are also present. Then another important thing over here is fertilization. Now, how the fertilization occurs? It is both internal as well as external fertilization. Internal as well as external fertilization is seen. Now, Porifera ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು only internal fertilization. In Coelenterata, fertilization is both internal as well as external fertilization. Internal fertilization ಅಂದ್ರೆ inside, okay, the union of the gamete will occur. External fertilization means outside. Now here what happens when there is a medusa form is there, male gamete will be released, female gamete will be also released into the water body and the union will occur in the water itself. Adak now external fertilization ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So here both the type of fertilization is seen, that is internal as well as external fertilization. Development, indirect type of development. Development is indirect. Indirect development adandre ಯಾವ form ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ larva form. Okay, so here also there will be presence of larva and the name of the larva will be planula larva, planula, hydrula. Itara ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ type of the Ifria ಅಂತಿರ್ತದೆ, hydrula type of the larva will be present. Different larval stages in different particular animal will be given the name. So planula, hydrula. So larva ಅಂತ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ, indirect type of the development. So once again I will revise all the general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata. Habit and habitat, they are aquatic as well as most of them are marine as well as few of them are freshwater, solitary, colonial, that all I have explained to you. Level of organization, tissue level of organization, body plan, blind sac body plan, body form, they exhibit in both polyp and the medusa form. And in some other animals there will be a alternation of generation is seen. In one generation there will be asexual type of reproduction. Asexual it produces a polyp and sexually it produces the medusa. Such a alternation of generation is called as metagenesis. It is very important. It is 1 mark question. What is metagenesis? And write its example. Next is body wall and germinal layers, diploblastic. Okay, body wall made up of outer epidermis, inner gastrodermis and middle mesomelia. ನೀವು ಆ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಗಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಕಾಣಿಲ್ಲ ಥಿಯರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ, what type of symmetry? Radial symmetry will be there. Coelom, it is mainly having which they are all acoelomates. Appendages, presence of tentacles for capturing the food. Okay, tentacles possesses nidoblast cells and this nidoblast cell consisting of mainly the stinging apparatus or organelles, we call it as nematocyte. It will help in capturing the food, anchorage and defensive purpose. This is baribeka. Okay. Next is skeleton. They have an exoskeleton made up of calcium carbonate secreted by the animal itself. Both exoskeleton as well as endoskeleton will be seen in some forms of the coelentrates. Okay. In jellyfish skeleton irangilla. In some corals, okay, example coral and coral andre mainly I told you about they form a reef of the coral at the bottom of the sea. Okay. Then next is digestion. How is the digestion? Incomplete digestive system is there. There can blind side body plan is there. So digestion occurs in both ways, both intra and extracellular type of digestion is seen. Respiration occurs through gaseous exchange, occurs through the body surface. Excretion occurs through the surface diffusion, and they are amnotelic because they are aquatic. Sensation, okay, how is the sensation? I told you, because they have a few sensory organs like statocyst, organ like a statocyst irtade. Nervous system, they have primitive nerve cells. Reproduction, both asexual and sexual type of reproduction is seen. Asexual type of reproduction occurs by fragmentation, budding, and even the high power of regeneration is seen. Sexual type of reproduction is the formation of gametes. Sexual type of reproduction occurs by formation of gametes. They are monoecious or dioecious also. Either monoecious or dioecious. Some forms are monoecious, some forms are dioecious. Fertilization is both internal and external fertilization. Development is indirect type of development. Okay, now NCERT examples I will explain to you, and later on about the extra points related to the competitive examination. I will just give you one, particularly the tabular column. Okay, add few examples over there so that it will be helpful to remember. I have explained to you so far the general characteristics of Coelenterata. Now we will see the examples which are given in the NCERT book. At least you must remember the NCERT examples. Okay, no extra examples are given in the notes, printed notes what we have provided from our side. But at least NCERT, all examples and their common name you must remember. So examples are Physalia. It is commonly called as Portuguese man of war. Why it is called Portuguese man of war? Because actually in a float type, mainly the Physalia is floating, drifting. So it is mainly having a float. It is mainly having a float gases filled. So it is luminescent also. Luminescent and shine after color. So mainly it is marine water, and as it is a float. So it is pneumatophore and it will be having different types of zooids. Zooids are individuals and one animal now tentacles tentaculozooid and hangings. Okay, these are called to be a single individual. Gonozooid. Gonozooid means it is responsible for formation of the gonads. Okay, this skeleton. So it will form into the skeleton. Skeletozooid. Okay, that then gastrozooid, which can capture the food. Gastrozooid. Tentaculozooid, tentacles tentaculozooid. Skeletozooids, gonozooids, gastrozooids, which are mainly hanging like this to this particular animal, and it will float in the sea water. Okay, so as it carries all its zooids together, this attachment actually. Portuguese man of war because when the person is going for a war, he will carry all his weapons. So this particular animal it is considered to be the weapons, hence it has been given a name like this. Okay, so just for your understanding purpose, I told you why it is called as a Portuguese man of war. Now coming to the Aurelia, we call it as a jellyfish. Already I told you it is umbrella shaped and you have given this diagram in your NCERT book also, Aurelia diagram, jellyfish, and it is in the form of a medusa. Okay, medusa form. Next coming to the Adamsia, andre sea anemone. Okay, it is called as a sea anemone. Obelia, andre sea fur. This example nimga metagenesis metagenesis I will just explain over here how the obelia metagenesis yatara alternation of generation agtade idar bagge just explain marta ideni. Next is Mendrina andre brain coral, Penatula andre sea pen, Gorgonia andre sea fan. Idar common names enant karitare, plus these names you have to remember compulsorily, because you will be given mainly assign the following examples according to the phylum and Kertar in question. Okay, assign the following examples ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಫೈಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ 14 ಫೈಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕರಿತೀರಿ, ಅದರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎದ್ರ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ NCERT ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಾವು. ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಿಲಾಮೆಂಟಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಟು ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಮ್. ಈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಮ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಟೆಂಟಾಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂಗ ಈ ತರ ಹಿಂಗ ಫಿಲಾಮೆಂಟಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಹಿಂಗ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ when there is a polypoform, this way filamentous structure, it is attached to the substratum. ಇದು ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್. ಇದರೊಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಈ ತರ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಈ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಪಾಲಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟೋಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಈ ತರ ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಇವು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಈ ತರ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಗೋನೋಪೋರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಗೋನೋಪೋರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋನಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗೋನೋಪೋರ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈ ತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜೆಲಿಫಿಶ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್. ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್. ಇದು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಬೋತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಡಿ and the fertilization will occur externally and then it will form into sexual reproduction ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ it will reproduce asexually and then during that time when it matures it can produces the gamete. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ asexually reproduce ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ sexual reproduction ಇರ್ತದೆ it will releases the gametes, union will occur and then it will form into in the next generation it will produces sexually into the obelia. I think you must have understood how the alternation of generation occurs in obelia. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ what is alternation of generation. Okay, that's it. Now at these examples you must remember and what I told you about why it is just for your understanding purpose. I have told you alternation of generation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಪಾಲಿಪೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಪಾಲಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ರೈಟ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಸಿನೆಂಟ್ರೇಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. there are 3 classes will come: hydrozoa, scyphozoa, extra information ಇದೆ, and anthozoa. 3 classes that comes under Coelenterata. Class hydrozoa in both fresh water ಅಥವಾ marine water animal ಇರ್ತವೆ. Okay, examples under this is Millipora. Extra examples I am talking about. Few are also there. These examples are also here. Millipora ಅಂದ್ರೆ stinging coral that belonging to the hydrozoa. Name the coral which belongs to the class hydrozoa. Okay, ಇದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ AIPMT ಇತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಾರ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಿಲಿಪೋರಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ನೀವು. ಒಬೇಲಿಯಾ ಸೀಪರ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಫೈಸೇಲಿಯಾ ಪೋರ್ಚುಗೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾರ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಕೈಫೋಜೋವಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮರೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡ್ಯೂಸಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇವು ಮೆಡ್ಯೂಸಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಇದು both we can see both polyp as well as medusa form. Okay, here both forms are present, polyp as well as medusa form. On the basis of that these classes are present. Anthozoa only polyp form irtave. ಓಕೆ, ಆಂಥೋಜೋವಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀ ಪಾಲಿಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಮೆಡ್ಯೂಸಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಕೈಫೋಜೋವಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀ ಮೆಡ್ಯೂಸಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಶೇಪ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆರೇಲಿಯಾ, ಒಂದೇ ಇದರೊಳಗಿನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಜೆಲಿ ಫಿಶ್. Class Anthozoa, only polyp forms are there. Here we can see all types of the corals which are only marine animals. These are also only marine. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ತರ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಹೈಡ್ರಾನು ಬರ್ತದ. Hydra also belongs to Hydrozoa. Now class Anthozoa ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, Tubipora ಅಂದ್ರೆ organ type coral. It is given in your notes also, whatever we have provided, extra information it is. ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇವಷ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸಾಕು. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಕೋರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್, ಟ್ಯೂಬಿಪೋರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಕೋರಲ್, ಫಂಗಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಶ್ರೂಮ್ ಕೋರಲ್, ಕೊರಾಲಿಯಂ ಆಗಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹವಳ ಅಂತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಳಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಡ್ ಕೋರಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಮೆಂಡ್ರಿನಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಕೋರಲ್, ಎಡೆನ್ಸಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಆನಿಮೋನ್, ಪೆನಾಚುಲಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಪೆನ್. So that all comes under these classes. So that's it for your general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata. Today's assignment questions: write the general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata with examples. ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂಚಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೂ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, at least 3 to 4 examples. Then what is metagenesis? Give example. Okay, what is metagenesis? Give example. Then next question, write the common names for the following examples. Okay, or the following animals: Physalia, Mendrina, Gorgonia and Aurelia. Okay, next class I will write down all the general characteristics, but you just I have already explained to you. By seeing this video you can write down the general characteristics on your own, and you can just see whatever the mistakes you must have done, because I will write everything on the board in the next class.